child learn from imitation games such as shaking a rattle?
Right. So, it's common that when a baby shakes a rattle, the mother will often shake a rattle back. And that's a very, very rich interaction because the baby is able to detect that, in some sense, the mother's communicating with them. The baby has just done something that leads to an effect, such as the sound of a rattle. And then a sensitive and a communicative mom, again, before there's language, will pick up that rattle and shake it back to the baby. So there's this sort of serve and volley or interchange of the baby doing something, then the mother doing something, then the baby and the mother. And I think babies can make particular sense of that. It's important to them for the timing, the turn taking, but it's also important because of the identity of what the mother does. The baby feels that they've made a special impact on the mother, and the mother is really in tune with them because the mother is doing the same thing as the baby, not just at the right time, but doing the right thing. And so it's really a deep way of communicating before there's language. And I think that's one of the reasons babies are so happy and joyful at these games of peekaboo that they play with somebody else, or shaking rattles, which they can go on and do, or for many bouts or many turns. I think it gives them great joy that somebody else is reflecting back to them what they did. And I think that's a deep-seated sense of communication that human beings have at many ages. So therapists often say to patients, they often reflect back the patient's emotion or language to the patient. Or in marital therapy, therapists would often say to a husband or wife that to show that you've heard something, you ought to repeat back what the person was feeling or what they said. Somebody could say, "I'm very upset today. I had a very bad event." And the husband might say back, "You're upset? You had a very bad event happen to you?" And that's a way of really being in tune with somebody. But notice it capitalizes on imitation. It's a deep way of showing you're connected to others, and babies can recognize when a parent is connected to them in that way.